a separation or figure out which barn or building a barn away from it that would meet the requirements.
I would suggest probably too that once, if the two farms are in the same ownership, eventually they would merge it into one property.
They may be at one time, at some time. These two
In
farms.
which case they would have to do a severance again.
These two farms, one's in the wife's name and the other one's in.
Oh, okay.
They're not in both.
Okay, so the addition to the motion, do you want me to read the entire motion again? Okay. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region has no objections to severance application D51/13, part lot 16th and session 6, Ross, Shirley Kasavosky, providing that a zoning bylaw amendment is required to prohibit residential use on the retained lands that are zoned agriculture, to recognize the reduced setback of farm buildings uses from the new lot line, and to recognize a reduced lot frontage for the retained lands on the Queen's Line. And the building setbacks on the retained lands and the retained lot frontage be confirmed by Ontario land surveyors so that proper dimensions can be addressed in the zoning bylaw amendment, and included in the zoning bylaw amendment that farm animals not be allowed to be housed in the barns on the retained land. Read that one.
I'll probably vote for it, but I don't like the wording. I don't like the idea of us saying you can't have cattle there 20, 30 years from now, somebody else, something may change. It's just that I'm going to vote for it, but I really, it bothers me that we are doing the things that sometimes it seems to be what's bothering a lot of people out there. And this is one of the ones that's bothering me, this kind of work. But I will vote for it.
The trade-off though is that they get a house that they can sell.
Yeah, right.
Councillor Graham?
See, right now, if there were livestock in those barns, they couldn't serve the house. Because there's enough distance.
How
So,
close is it?
Oh, it'd be 60 meters.
100
Oh,
feet.
that's not bad.
108 feet.
Yeah, about 100 feet, I would think.
Okay.
it wouldn't be allowed to do it. It's just that there's machinery in it, and so it's allowed, but then what if there's a fat cattle back in?
Okay, I just don't like to tell somebody 20 years from now that they can't use that barn for cattle. That's all. But I will vote for it, so it bothers me very well.
So 180 feet is certainly less than the MDS required.
Usually MDS, is 200 meters short.
600 feet. Okay, you've heard the motion then. Any further comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? That's carried. Next item, annual energy consumption and Mtg report. These are some statistics that Annette is being asked to keep for which ministry?
It's for the Ministry of Environment under the Green Energy Act, Regulation 39711. So this is the first report now that we'll have to submit under this new act, and it's due July 1st, 2013. And basically what we have to do right now and from each year forward on our buildings, keep track of the energy consumption for any building that's been heated or cooled. I do have now in this as well included some buildings where the bills are being paid by boards and stuff like that. Right now we don't have to include all those buildings, but through time we will basically probably have every single one of the township buildings being reported on. Right now we just have what is required right now under the Act for most of them. And next year now, this year we're reporting on 2011. Next year we will have to report on 2012 energy consumption, and as well we will have to do an energy plan. So this is moving forwards. So this is a report that shows you for the buildings, shows you the consumption. The only thing that will need to be adjusted on this report before I transmit it to the Ministry of the Environment is that just right now I have to update the amount of water and sewage that has been treated. I just have right now estimates in there, but I will be getting the exact amounts, and once I get those, they'll be put in before it goes to the Ministry of Environment.
Any questions? Ryan? Okay. Moved by Councillor Regular, second by Deputy Mayor McBride. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region acknowledge receipt of and approval of the attached annual energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions report based on 2011 data as required by the Ministry of Energy under Regulation 397/11. Questions or comments on the motion? Deputy Mayor McBride?
Just a quick question, Les needs arena is not on there.
Get ready to go out.
It is
Mine says Beachford.
Flip over your page. I thought I wanted all of them.
I gave everybody an updated one on their desk.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, any other questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? That's carried. Okay, next item is, oh, yeah, okay, it's right, wrong order. Next item is a revised sanitary work schedule from JP2G.
This was put on your desk. We just received that today. This is a quote now that's been received for the extension work to be done on the sanitary sewer in front of Milano's and Homesteads. What it does is it includes extra depth in where the sanitary sewer is being proposed. It's going to be lowered on the mains, and it's going to include three new manholes, as well as some extra pipe. And I'll turn it over to Bill to explain better.
So basically, as we knew when we started this project, there would be things come up. This is one of the things, when we got looking at it, to go ahead and fix the far end of the highway going down towards the sewer plant. So at this point, this is what the proposal was for, the extra cost for the extra work in order to finish that off right. This work will also improve our future because we'll be off the highway with new infrastructure at this point if this goes ahead. So at the time that we decide to bring bigger infrastructure from the sewer plant up Astrolabe, the main trunk line going down the highway is already going to be in place. So they're going to take and put in a drop structure in front of the Lakeview Deli, which will cause that backup to stop there now. So it'll be coming in on the top of the pipe. They'll drop it approximately 2 feet, carry that grade through, install another manhole in front of Milano's, and then take it partway down the hill on Astrolabe. So they basically will go right through, and we have the highway easements through Milano's yard in order to get the pipe in, and then Astrolabe, our easements come back out towards the highway, and the new infrastructure will be installed on our own property. So at the time in the future, 5, 10, whatever years down the road, when we decide we need to upgrade that pipe from the sewer plant up to It's already there, we don't have to go and dig the highway up again, we don't have to look for permits. We're going to be on our own property, so it's a win-win for both sides. We quickly went over the cost savings so far in the project, and Brock figures what we've saved so far, and some of the change orders should just about cover the cost that it's going to be extra to do this project.
Councillor Trim?
So that was my question, whether that's what keeps in budget. And is this an estimate or a hard cost?
This is their proposed cost.
Could be more.
No, that's the estimate for it.
No, Rob, from this quote, my understanding is we will, if council approves it tonight, they'll issue a change order for it. So a change order then should be based on what price that we're gonna get.
Okay.
Any questions? Councillor McCall? Okay.
Do we need a motion for this?
Yeah, we have a motion. Moved by Deputy Mayor McBride, second by Councillor Regular. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region approve the quote received from RGT Cloutier and Construction Equipment in the amount of $77,530.04 plus HST for the proposed extension of work for the sanitary sewer in front of Homestead's Milano's Pizza Highway 17 project. This quote includes the extra depth lowering of both the mains, extra pipe, and 3 new manholes. Questions? Comments? Seeing none, all in favor? That's carried. Okay. Next item is from the town of Petawawa. We bought a truck.
Yes, this just kind of came in this afternoon since we had met this morning. I guess on the purchase now for this truck, there is once we've been notified, there is a 10-day deadline for us to sign this form of contract and as well to make payment to them. So we have received now the form of contract, and Wayne has looked this over. He quickly looked it over this afternoon, and it is his recommendation to council that we proceed ahead with this agreement as quickly as possible.
Okay, I have a motion and then we can discuss it. Moved by Deputy Mayor McBride, second by Councillor Regular. Be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region approves the purchase of the 1987 Superior Tanker single-axle fire truck from the town of Petawawa in the amount of $21,500 plus HST, and that the Mayor and Treasurer Deputy CAO be authorized to execute the form of contract agreement for terms of sale. Councillor Trim?
No question about that, I'm kind of interested in that form of contract. And could we use something like that when we're getting rid of surplus equipment? It's kind of a neat document, and it sets everything out, and I like it. So that's the dividend side.
Okay, it could be incorporated into any surplus equipment that we want to get rid of.
Yeah,
Zero.
I can think of one half one that is an eyesore, but anyway, I mentioned that before.
Any other questions or comments on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? That's carried. Now, I understand that Petawawa is actually putting a new muffler on the truck.
If I may.
Yes.
Because this truck is coming, we should be able to get rid of 2 surplus vehicles and terminate our rental agreement where we're storing the truck. I don't know if we've got a lease or month or. Okay, on that. Okay, perfect.
Okay, I guess we're down to community events and councillor announcements. Councillor McLaughlin, do you have anything you wish to add?
Just that there's Strawberry Social this Sunday pretty sure at the Trinity United Church, and I think it starts at noon. And that's the only, of course, we have the Canada Day Parade coming up in Forster's Falls on July 1st, with the parade starting, and I think Reeve Rathwell, you're going to take a few lessons and drive the truck.
I will do that before we go to the.
Right.
You'll give them a few instructions.
No, that's, there's barbecue also to follow the parade.
Councillor Ray, do you have anything? Councillor, Deputy Mayor McBride?
Yeah, I couldn't understand that the 30th of June, the evening before Canada Day, Westmeath and Avenue, we began the tradition to do recruits something.
Okay. Councillor Jay? Councillor Jim?
I'll pass, thank you.
I'm going to allow the chair, as you suggest I go, and see Bonnie Duff to get her certificate as a volunteer. Last week, there was a lot of volunteers there, and so it was kind of nice to see her get that. She was pretty grateful to the council for nominating her for that position, so I'll pass that on to her.
Okay, I don't have anything to announce at this point. Do we have any non-agenda items that anybody wishes to bring up? Have a notice of motions. Okay, and we've nothing for closed session? Okay, so we have confirmation bylaw, moved by Councillor Regier, second by Deputy Mayor McBride, be it resolved that the Council of the Township of Whitewater Region approves that confirmation bylaw number 1306629 be reintroduced, read, dealt with, numbered, and signed by the Mayor and Clerk. Discussion or questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried.
Good job, Chair, you did that all through tonight. A lot of stuff.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Got one more.
What do you mean one more?
Moved by Councillor Regier, seconded by Deputy Mayor McBride, be it resolved that the Township of Whitewater Region public meeting dated, this public meeting, this is council meeting. Council meeting dated June 19, 2013, be hereby adjourned at 9:20 p.m. All in favor?